All right, so I'm up against my boy Ludo. Please excuse any mic issues because I'm out in Vietnam. So I don't have my usual mic. Anyway, Ludo is by far one of the best duelists that I've ever played. And he's a good friend of mine. So definitely give this man his respect. All right, so as you can see from my opening hand, I'm one card short of an OTK. If I draw into a Miracle Fusion, then I can drop 8,000 points on turn one. So we'll see how it turns out. More than likely, knowing my luck, I won't draw a Miracle Fusion. And even if I do, it's still not worth it just to go for that play if Ludo has any back rows because it's an overextension. Now, depending on what Ludo does, depends on what I'll do. So let's give the man a moment to think. All right, so I'm going to assume Ludo's playing Hero Beat because what other card would he open up E-Emergency Call with? Whatever deck, rather, would he be playing E-Emergency Call with? So my guess, oh, he gets the Alias. Okay. Well, anyway, this confirms, oh, okay. All right, so Ocean set 2. All right, I'm not surprised there. We draw on the Spine Gilman. Now, the good thing is we don't really have to worry about overextending to kill this Ocean because there's no hero monster in the grave. So we're just going to summon our boy Spine Gilman and attack. Yep. Actually, and that works out perfect. So now Ludo, he spun Spine Gilman to the top of the deck, but we're not drawing that again. We're actually just going to Rhoda. So we have a choice between Rhoda, Strato, and Greffer. I'm going to go ahead and actually get Stratos. And that's smart. So he dropped the Alias, so that means he's going to plus with the Alias next turn. Really good play by Ludo. Like I said, Ludo, definitely an amazing duelist. But it's all Gucci. So on the standby phase, okay, all right, takes on my bottomless too. Now we wish we got a grab Greffer. Because at least with Greffer, we'd be able to drop. Yeah, you're good, Ludo. With Greffer, we'd be able to drop a really offensive turn next turn. The turn we have next turn is going to be really passive. It's just going to be like some Stratos and attack. I planned, obviously, to bottomless. Now, Ludo's smart. He might not attack in the Gores. Yeah, okay. So that's cool. This is fine, then. So we're going to draw. We draw on a Dust Shoot, which is kind of dead, unfortunately. All right. So let's think about what to do here. Now, Ludo has a read. We have Gores, so that actually can play in our favor. We have the Diva play, which is offensive, but my read is he has Gemini Spark set. So because I think the boy has Spark set, I'm just going to go ahead and summon Stratos. So we're going to Stratos. We don't want to Stratos ourselves into double malicious. So we're going to go ahead and grab this Prodigy. We're going to attempt to kill this Ocean. All right, my read was right. So this is all fine because now we can actually activate our Dust Shoot. All right. So we'll wait till the standby phase because we want to see if he's having a monster shortage. Yeah, you're all good, bro. And now we're going to go ahead and Dust Shoot you. So let's see what you're working with. Nothing. All right, Double Prison, Torrential, Miracle Fusion. All right. So now, if I did have the Gores, Ludo would be in a bad spot, but I don't have the Gores. That's exactly why he gave the thumbs up, right? To check if I had Gores there. All right, so cool. We're both kind of in an interesting game state. He doesn't have anything to. Well, I mean, he has a lot of good back rows, but he's really susceptible to Heavy Storm. We actually have the option to go into Black Rose. So we have to make a read if he's going to set Torrential or if he's going to set Deep Prison. Okay. More than likely, he just set both. So, Bit of a situation. Bit of a situation. All right, so we can go for Kai's play or we can go for a passive set Sangan play. The problem is if we set Sangan, there's really nothing to search out that's worthwhile. If we go for the Black Rose play, he'll be forced to Torrential. But then we lose our Diva as well. So I think the best play is just to drop a Caius and go for a back row rather than go for a monster. And hopefully we don't hit the Torrential. All right. Okay, so we'll hit this. Okay, it's cool. Obviously, we didn't hit the Torrential, so we hit the D Prison, which is really good. So that means that if Ludo Torrentials here, he loses his whole field. So it was essentially going to be a 2 for 3. So that's really good. Ludo's in quite a bad spot. He does, yeah, right, exactly. So now we're just going to go ahead and just attack. All right. Oh, he said double prison. Wow, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, that's completely fine. Very interesting. So had we went for the Black Rose play, then Ludo would be in a tight spot. Very interesting. I did not read double prison set. All right, our life points are slowly chipping away, so we need to pull some kind of defense, a trap of any sort. So now that one's obviously torrential. All right, so how do we want to burn his torrential? We're in a tight spot here. We can set Sangan, get Prodigy, and the next turn go for a Caius play. But the problem is that's susceptible to torrential. We can go for a Diva Catastor play, but that's also susceptible to torrential. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Not looking too good. We're probably just gonna set Sangan, search out Prodigy, because that way, if he does torrential, he'll get rid of a lot of his monsters. Because he doesn't have a way to OTK me. We need a Miracle Fusion of our own. That's what we need. A Miracle Fusion or a Trap or something. Okay, he picks up Ocean. That's fine. All right, cool. That's exactly what we're looking for. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead, flip. He's obviously not gonna torrential that. I'm gonna go ahead, take 1,000 out. Go into main phase 2, and we're gonna think here because we can burn out this torrential now by going sack for Caius. We could also go sack for Malicious as well and search out a Plague. So let's think. I like the idea of getting rid of the torrential because we have Gores right now. I do want to sack for Malicious to get this Molly out of my hand, but at the same time, okay, yeah, because if we leave the Sangan, Ocean's going to run it over, and that's bad. All right, so we have to sacrifice for something. If we sacrifice for Malicious, it just gets ran over. So we're going to go ahead, attack for Caius. Hit this. Yep, it's the torrential just like we thought. We do get our Sangan search, so we're going to go ahead and grab Spirit Reaper, actually, because that is exactly what we need for some defense. All right, so now we're in a good spot. So I assume Ludo's going to summon Ocean, attack, and we can drop Gores, and normal summon Spirit Reaper. But we have to be mindful of our life points too, because we'll be at 2,000 after the direct attack. And then he'll have the option to play Miracle Fusion for sure. So it's kind of risky. It is kind of risky. All right. It is kind of risky. Boy, we need a Miracle Fusion of our own. So now that Torrential's gone, we're not really worried about Mirror Force. Like that card doesn't exist. All right, yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about him having Gores either. Mind Control was actually just cracked right there because now we probably can go for game. Let's think. The problem is, Problem is we don't have any spells, because when we make Brio, we'll have to bounce one of our own cards. Let's think here. Summon Diva, get Diva, Mind Control, Synchro, Brionic, Pitch Molly, bounce either my Gores or my token, banish, get level 8. Yeah, anyway, I think it's worth it. Sucks we don't have any other spells or traps. We can also bounce the token as well. I don't have a read that he has Gores like that. Like I said, that card is not real. All right. All right, we'll Synchro here. We'll make Brionic. All right, let's do the math. 23, 27, and 28. Would that be game? All right, 23, 27, 28. Yep, that would definitely be game. So we're going to go for the game shot. Yep. And Ludo, you're going to need a Gores. All right, but let's check to see if we have to make, do we have game with Dark End? 26, 27, 23, 76. So we're going to make Dark End instead. All right. So, bam. Let's see if we got it. It should be. All right, yep. Okay. All right, so let's side for the boy Ludo. So against Hero Beat, I mean, we're definitely putting this card in, right? That goes without saying. This card is going to go in as well. This card is also really good. I'm a big fan of this card. Not so much this card, but this card. And that's about it. We could throw in our decrees, but you know what? Why not? Let's throw in our decrees. So here we go. We have 3, 6. So obviously we don't need this. We don't need any of these. Let's get rid of all those. All right. Hero Beat. What else do we not need? We have 4. We need 2 more. Yeah, we don't need this guy. And last but not least, we could take out Sarko because we're going second. Which, honestly, I like the idea of that. All right, this looks pretty solid to me. Spirit Reaper's really good against the Hero Beat matchup. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. In the words of Chris Brown, Lego. Now, actually, I play Ludo a lot, but most of the time, I don't play him with my main deck, which is Diva Hero. I usually like play Black Wings against him, or like I will play Tengu format with him. And like I said, Ludo, absolutely amazing player. He deserves respect. I mean, he's even won like what? The Edison World Qualifier event, and he has tons of tops. Like, this man knows how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, you saw his game 1 play, like, out this world. He didn't open up very well, but for how well he opened, he played it, I think, as best as possible. All right, so Ludo starts once again. So this hand, pretty nice, pretty nice. He does get the turn 1 Future Fusion. He doesn't have to show me, obviously. He's going to Future Fusion for 0. I mean, what else are you going to Future Fusion for? Yep. So strong opening by him. And like I said, my hand is good, but I don't have a super strong opening. This is just kind of average. It's kind of average. Hopefully he doesn't summon Alias first turn. Yeah, we're okay with him summoning. I mean, we're not okay with him summoning Ocean, to be honest, because we don't want him to get a plus. But I mean, if there's nothing I could do, there's nothing I could do. All right. So we're gonna go ahead. Now I don't have a read he has Mirror Force. I actually have a read that he has Dimensional Prison. So I'm going to go. I'm going to think because I have two choices, right? I can attack. Okay, I'm actually going to play passive because I have return, and next turn I can like actually just blow him out with return. So yeah, I'm just going to go play passive. If I get deprisoned here, like that's fine. Yeah, this is also fine as well. Like that doesn't matter. Yeah, like he can get a plus off of this because at the end of the day, you don't win the game from pluses. You win the game from getting your opponent's life points down to 0. And like if Ludo doesn't have like a way to stop my return, he's going to lose next turn. Now if he has MST and he hits the return, then like wow, that's just savage. But because he's not going to heavy, right? He has future fusion up. Like there's a 0% chance he heavy storms. Like yes, he'll get his plus, he'll get his ocean here. If he summons Alias and attack, I'm not going to activate Mirror Force because he could have Gemini Spark and then he'll just spark my other back row, and like that would be really annoying. Now if he goes Stratos and he pops, yeah, summon's good. Yeah, now if he goes Stratos and he randomly pops and hits my return, I'm also going to be pissed. Yeah, the first effect, yeah, that's fine. So, okay, like this is fine. This is, like I said, doesn't do anything. Like now I take damage, but at the end of the day, I'm going to OTK him if he doesn't kill me. Yeah, Mirror Force is gone, so he's free to get into all the damage he wants. Yup. Now it might be a little bit harder to OTK him because my Mirror Force didn't go through. But we'll see. All right. So anyway, this hand's really good. We're definitely going to summon Greffer, and we're going to pitch the card, Malicious. It doesn't matter if we pull in a double Mali here, but we want to lure to see if we want to, pull in something that might help, like that, like literally that. All right, so we got a choice here. We can banish either, because this is the Deep Hero, okay. We're going to banish either Caius or Prodigy. I'm going to probably just banish Caius because, excuse me, I can get him back with return. And yeah, it's time to go for the OTK. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Now, of course, if he has pulling the rug, like that kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Honestly, the only back row I don't want to see is just Royal Oppression / pulling the rug. But I mean, Royal Oppression / Torrential. Those are the two back rows I don't want to see. Like a Torrential here would like kind of suck. Yeah. So like that kind of sucks. But once again, it's just not the end of the world. It's really not the end of the world. All right, so we're going to think here. Because is there merit in summoning Prodigy now? Probably not, right? We just Miracle Fusion, banish Diva, and banish Stratos, and then flip return. And then Stratos will pop his Future Fusion and his other card. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Now we can also banish Molly and Diva to make 2 level 8s. No, this is the right play. So we'll banish these 2. Torrential's gone, so we're not really too worried about what this guy does. All right. So quick math, what's half for 47? 2350. So yeah, I mean, if he didn't have return, he would definitely just like, it'd be GG. But I mean, the fact that he had Torrential means that he's going to, be happy. You already know which effect. All right. So let's go ahead and pop both of those back rows. We don't want to see a Book of Moon. That would kind of suck too. We just hope that back row's a D prison, honestly. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, he can respond on return. All right, sure. Yeah, return's fine. Okay. Cool, you're good. I think he's just seeing the end. He's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm really just not too worried about what that back row is because, like, it's obviously not torrential. Like, he had to torrential. He had to one of right in that situation. So, hooray for him. And this is exactly why we chose to banish Kais off of the Allure. Because now Kais is just a big threat right now. So I don't believe he has Gores. Okay, he has Wing Blast. Like, that's fine. He's just minusing himself further. Okay. Yep, puts Diva on top, which honestly we're not going to complain about. So, we just have to go. Yeah, that's gone. All right, so cool. Battle phase. Yep, because we normal summon, and yep. He's just going to take a lot of damage. I mean, brain control would be pretty savage. All right. Yeah, 800, 24, 18. Yep, brain control would be pretty savage. All right, he can't brain control. All right, main phase 2. There's nothing we can do, right? Double check. Yep, so end phase, everything just gets banished again. All right, this is gone. All right, Ludo, what are you going to do? Yeah, like this doesn't do anything. Like that doesn't do anything. Because I got Diva and I haven't used Spine Gilman. Let's think here. Yeah, it's just summon Diva and attack. Summon Diva gets Spine Gilman attack. He needs Mirror Force. I mean, if he has Mirror Force, then wow, that's amazing. That's like actually just amazing. Merit in summoning Prodigy, not really, because both an attack from Diva or an attack from Spine Gilman would kill him. All right, battle phase. Is that it? I think it's GG because he would have flipped. Yep, that's right. GG's. All right, guys. Yep, D prison. All right, so that was a match between me and Ludo. So definitely thanks to the boy Ludo for participating in this match, this commentary. I'm traveling Vietnam, so it's kind of hard to play as much Yu-Gi-Oh as I want to, but I can't forget about you guys. Anyway, until next time, a true hero out. Peace.
Subscribe or you too will be sent to the Shadow Realm.